everybody, welcome to another live from Molly Felicity Designs. I'm Sarah, nice to see you. I will give everyone a few minutes to just join us and get here. There's a bit of housekeeping and things, some dates for your diary to go through, and then we'll be looking at these florals and blenders that I've been putting together. So hope you've all been having a fabulous week. It's been a bit wet here yesterday, but not too bad today, which was quite nice, so a little bit better. And I've got 2 lights on the go today, so I'm hoping that my fabrics will be a little bit better tonight. So that is the plan as it goes. So hello, someone's watching. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Sarah from Molly Felicity Designs. Hello. I will be, this video after the live will be popping up onto, hi Alison, you've made it, yay. Yeah, so after the live tonight, I will pop this up on a YouTube channel. I've worked that all out. I've worked out how to put links in the comments of the YouTube channel to link you back to bits and pieces. Everything I'm going to show you tonight is on the website, so you'll be able to find it if you want to have another little look at it. And yeah, let's go. So dates for your diaries first off, and I'll try and remember to recap at the end because I'm quite bad at remembering that. Saturday I am, hi Anne, Saturday I am in Bolsover. There's a event happening throughout the town called Derbyshire Makes. There's lots of bits and pieces going on, events, teenage market, all sorts of bits and pieces, but you will find me in the library in Bolsover 10 till 3, and I'm running a craft and natter session. So if you want to have someone show you how to knit, crochet, bit of help with the project, anything like that, then do pop along. I've got a bit of pom-pom making going on as well for the kids, if you've got little ones that need to come with you as well. So that'll be me on Saturday. Then Monday it is Sewing Club in Bolsover. That is 12 till 2, and we've got some spaces left on that because we've got a couple of ladies away. So if you wanted to give it a go and haven't had a chance yet and think that you'd like it, then do get in touch about booking a space for that. Do need you to book on that so that I know that I've got enough power and things for machines, etc. So that's Saturday and Monday. And then the other date for your diary, and one a little bit further out but one to be thinking about, is our summer sewing Saturday. So every quarter I do a sewing day, and the next one is going to be on the 20th of June. Again, I'm holding it in Bolsover. The Parish Rooms is great, lovely venue to be using, so I have booked that and we will be there 10 till 3. So that is on the website for all the information that you need about it and for booking. If you want to just pay a deposit and then pay the rest at a later date, just drop me a message and get in touch and I can send that out to you separately, or you can pay in full on the website. I don't want anyone to miss out on booking if they want to, and again, that does need booking for. So that's 20th of June and that's our summer sewing Saturday. Housekeeping for tonight. Comment to buy, say that it's sold, give it a fabric name, description, how much you want if you can. That really helps me out. All the comments that come through are a little bit delayed, so if I've moved on, don't worry, I will come straight back to you. I'll send all invoices out as soon as I can after we've finished this evening. I'll probably go and have a bit of something to eat and then sit and do it with a cup of tea. Posting again as always, so it's 48 tracked, it'll come out. So they've really been working out at £4.50. Most are going as small parcels, so it's going to be £4.50, and I cap that, so all you'll pay for your postage is £4.50. You can collect anything from me on Saturday if you're local and you want to pick it up from Bolsover or Sewing Club, or come to the studio. We can sort it all out. Not a problem at all. We will get your goodies to you. So let's get stuck in. Tonight is all about some floral fabrics and some blenders. Just wanted to kind of think, you know, we're moving into summer, spring weather's a little bit better, so let's get into some nice summery projects was kind of where I was thinking. So blenders have gone quite bright, florals have just gone beautifully floral because I like them, and we've got them, and then I'm going to talk about some kits, and then I've got to tell you about this later as well, which is very exciting. So I'll come to that in a moment. So let's start with the fabrics and get stuck in. So the first set of fabrics are from the Ali collection. So they are Lewis and Irene fabrics. So it's all 112 centimetres, pre-shrunk cotton, 100% cotton, and we've got half metres upwards. There's a bundle coming up which I will tell you about. So these are all £7 a metre, and our first, sorry, £7 for a half metre, 14 feet metre. That would have been an absolute bargain, wouldn't it? So this is Ali Cornflower. So it is a really beautiful fabric design. It looks quite painted on. It's very different style for Lewis and Irene. It's one of the collaborations that they did. and this, so it was a collection from 2024. So this one is, I've been sorting out in the studio and I've been having a rummage and thought I'd remind you of some of the bits and pieces that we've got in stock that fit with our floral theme. So this is cornflower, alley cornflower, and it's a 1/2 metre piece. Now this is my last 1/2 metre of this, other than a 1/2 metre that's in a kit that I will tell you about later. So that's that. So if anybody wants that one, you just need to say alley cornflower to snag that, and that's £7. Now that same design comes in a really nice white background, so it's exactly the same print, but it's on the white background, which does make the flowers look different, so it pops differently, which is really nice. So this is again £7 for your 1/2 metre. Now I've got larger pieces of this, so we've got metre pieces. I think we've got up to 3 metres in one piece of this. So if you wanted to do, hiya Sarah, if you wanted to do any dresses or tops or anything, we have got plenty of this one. It'd be a really nice summery project, this one. So again, it's a collaboration Lewis and Irene did with Bluebell Grey from the Alley collection, and this is Alley Spring. So that is that one. Then we have, just move my stickers out of the way so I can show you the fabrics better. Let me get this one the right way up. We have Dancing Daisies. So this is a really beautiful pale blue on a white background. 112 centimetres wide, 100% cotton, from the Lewis and Irene Bluebell Grey collection that they did. So that one is Dancing Daisies. Again, we've got plenty of this one in. So if you want fat quarters, just let me know you want fat quarters. That's not a problem at all. 1/2 metre pieces, just whatever. And like I say, there is a sneaky little bundle of these coming up as well that we can have a look at in a moment as well. So this one now is Cara Cornflower. So this is a really nice ditzy print. So again, it's the same artwork, part of the same collection. So all of these that I'm showing you would work really nicely together in a project. So if you're wanting to do sort of a throw quilt, picnic blanket, anything like that, some really nice summer makes. So this is Cara Cornflower, 112 centimetres wide, and this is from your Lewis and Irene collection. Then we move on to a gingham. Now ginghams are crazy at the minute. They're just everywhere I turn, there are ginghams. And this is a really nice one. So rather than your traditional gingham, obviously all these fabrics are digitally printed. This is it's on ever such a slight pink background. So it's a very, very light pink with the cornflower blue squares on it. But it still gives you that gingham effect. It's almost like it's sort of watercolour paintings, to be perfectly honest with you. It's a really, really sweet collection, this one. So again, we've got fat quarters, 1/2 metre pieces, and that one is £14 per metre. And as usual, we just divide down to get to our smaller pieces. So if it's 14 for the metre, it's 7 for your 1/2 and £3.50 for your fat quarter. Then the final one in this collection of these from the Alley collection is, let me get it the right way around, is this one, which is Zinnias. So again, it's that really beautiful pale blue colour, and it's your zinnias. You've got the mustard centres to them, so you've sort of got a mustard and a cornflower blue colour as well on that one. And again, we've got up to 3 metres of that, 2 metres of that one actually. I've just got a 2 metre piece of that, and then these bits as well. So that is those. Now, as you would expect, because this is what I love doing, I've popped you a fat quarter bundle together. So in the fat quarter bundle, you are going to get all 6 of those that I've just shown you. So you've got your Alley Cornflower, your Alley Spring. So these 2 are the same design, and they're your hero print, really. Alison, you absolutely are. The blues are really, really lovely. They'll fit in as well with your other project that you've got, and I have got those fabrics to one side for you still, so we can sort that when I next see you. So back to the bundle, you get your Cornflower Alley, you get your Spring Alley, which is on your white background, your Dancing Daisies, your Cara Cornflower, your gingham piece, and your zinnias on that. So I've just got 2 fat quarter bundles of that, and they are 21 each. Hi Molly. Alison, in terms of a visit, we can drop a message. I've got a bit of availability next week for studio visits, so if anyone wants to come next week, that is absolutely fine. So also, I did mention earlier that I was low on this one. I've got, this was a drawstring backpack kit that I did. So you'll all have seen the drawstring backpacks that I do. So this is a kit that I've got for this one, and this is the Alice Springs one. So this is the one that's actually photographed and made up on here. I've got just the one kit left. That is on the website if you want to order it, or you can grab it now, and that is 16. It's got everything in it. Hi Carla, nice to see you. Got some new faces tonight, which is lovely, or I've just not noticed before, people sneaking in. The other thing that I do in kits, and I'm sharing tonight because it's these fabrics that I've done this one in, is as part of my quilt club and at the shows that I do, I sell these patchwork block kits. So the idea being, if you're learning to quilt and you're just getting into patchworking, you can grab one of these kits. It's got absolutely everything you need in it. You just need to sit down with your rotary cutter or scissors and your machine, and you can give it a go. So you can try your different techniques. So this one is for the Patience Corner quilt block pattern. Now, if I'd been very organised, oh no, it is here. So what that kit does is takes you through step by step the processes to make this quilt block. So there's loads in this collection of these quilt series, but I just wanted to show this one, which was the Patience quilt. But you can have a fat quarter bundle, Sarah, of course you can. So the quilt kits are all £10, and like I say, there are others on the website in various different ones, but I just thought I'd show you this one because it was these fabrics, and just remind you that we do them. So if you are wanting to get involved in these and practice your patchwork, you know, if you're just getting into it and you kind of want to start, it's a nice way because you get everything you need without having to buy loads and loads of fabrics, and then you can build on it and do more, or you can move on and go, no, I didn't like that one, and start with the next one. So that is a really nice idea for those of you that fancy doing that. So, staying on the floral theme, I've got a few bits and pieces that I thought I would just share tonight. So, this is from the Small Things Country Garden collection. I've just been having such fun today pulling out floral loveliness for you all. And this is what I made with it. So, it's a double border print, and it's end of the roll. So, it's 98 centimetres, so you're just under that metre. So it's marked up as 13, but I am doing it at 10 tonight for you. So this is the last bit of this. So if you fancied that to make a bag or a cushion or whatever, that is available. So that one would be 10 if you wanted that tonight. And this is what the design looks like when it's out open. So you've got your bunny rabbit and your tree. It's your little Small Things Country Garden. And then the top, I've used the top of the panel. So if you think this is where the tree would then be, I've just used that for the back of the cushion, so you could get it all, you could get something out of just that piece without adding anything else to it. That is that one. Then we've got this lovely robin floral design. I've got this fat quarter, which is ever so sweet. So this is one of the mirrored designs. So this is robin floral. So we've got a fat quarter, which is £3.50, and then I've also got a metre piece of that one. Which is 13, that one, so it's £6.50 for your half metre for that if you wanted the robin floral. Again, these are all on the website, so you can go and have a little look and see the designs in a bit more detail if you want to, or if you have a think and you can't stop thinking about it and you decide it has to be yours, they are there for you. If you're watching on a replay, like I say, everything tonight is already on the website, so you can just search for how I describe it and it should bring it up. So the first set of fabrics that I showed you is all from the Ally collection. So if you search Ally, A-L-L-Y, that'll bring up all of those fabrics for you. The fat quarter bundles aren't on there, but if you just selected a fat quarter of each design, that would get you your bundle. So the last florally one that I wanted to share, oh no, there's two more florally things actually. So this is a really nice, and I was thinking, sort of we're moving now into the blenders a little bit really. I was thinking about when we're doing projects, sometimes we have that really nice hero print, but we need a little bit of something that goes with it, but isn't just a plain. As much as I love my plain blenders, and we will come to those in a bit, this is one of my favourites for blending, and those of you that have done some of the quilt classes will know that this was part of the Easter basket patch that we did, quilt block that we did. So this is Pink Floral. Again, it's a Lewis and Irene one, and it is £14 for your metre. Again, can have it as fat quarters, half metre pieces, etc. So that is the pink floral trellis. Now that also comes in a duck egg blue green and this yellow. So when you are thinking about a project and you go in sort of spring summer project, put those three together with a main print and all of a sudden you've got something that's working really nicely. There's a bit of something going on but not too much. So those are, so you've got duck egg floral trellis, yellow floral trellis and pink floral trellis. Get me mouth tied up on myself there. And then the final floral that I have found lurking is this panel. So this again is Lewis and Irene. I say panel, it was designed as 5-inch squares, so you can see each of these you can cut to 5-inch squares. And it features lots of different florals. So you've got ivy, holly. So it was from, it's a bit wintry with it really, because you've got your snowberries and your cyclamen. Winter, but then you've got pansies and camellia on it. I nearly said gardenia, but that's not what I meant at all. I meant camellia. So this one is £14 as well for your metre. Really, really nice one on that blue background. So again, something that would work great for projects, quilts, picnic blankets, those sorts of things. So if you are looking for that on the website, you just need to search for winter botanicals and that should come up for you. So that is those. Then I have, how are we doing for time? I do this, I get carried away chattering and don't think about the time. So tonight was Panel Pleaser Meet. Of course you can, Alison. They are really lovely florals on that one. So other side of it, so that's my floral bit done. Other than, we'll come back to this in a bit, love it. I have put some fat quarter bundles together of our Dashwood Pop. So what we have on the website and at shows is I always have a little section that is your blenders. How lovely does this look? So this is all from the Dashwood Pop series. Now, the bad news is I can't get this anymore. So the company that this was coming from went into administration, and I can't find anyone that's wholesaling pop anymore. There's still quite a few of us out there who've got some in stock, and mine will last for a little while, but some of the colours will start to go, which was why I thought I'm going to bundle them up and share them with you all. So we've got greens, we've got blues and greys, we've got pinks and purples, and we've got yellows and oranges are the 4 bundles. Now they're all £24 except the yellows, because I've only got 7 fat quarters in this one, so this one is 21. So if we go through them, we have got, hi Linda, we have got, so we've got teals. They give them some random names in this. So we've got teal, we've got turquoise colour. This one's called Wave, which I think is probably meant to make us think of the sea. Now this one I love because it's called Pickle. Who would not want to call a fabric pickle? Then we've got a lime colour. We've got Verde, which I don't know why that's called that. And then we've got Forest, so you've got like a forest green, and then we've got Spruce. So those all together are the greens. So there's 8 fat quarters, and it's 24 for your fat quarters on that one. Then we've got blues and greys that I've put together. So, hi Sue. We've got, this is where I need to try and remember them all. Chambray, no, that's Ford. Then we've got Chambray and Sky. We've got Ocean and Azure, or Azure and Ocean. Navy, and then in the greys we've got a Tin and a Shadow. So that's our blue and grey pack. And again, you've got 8 fat quarters in that one, and that's 24. Then the other one that we've got is our pinks and our purples. So we've got Jam, Cherry, Fuchsia. Then you've got a Petal Pink and a Blush Pink. And then you've got an Orchidy Purple. And then your grape, your really bright purple, or Cadbury Purple, as I would call it. Again, you've got 8 fat quarters in that one, so that's 24. These are all on the website. So if you search Dashwood Pop on the website, these will come up. They're in a section on their own. and I've got them all on bolts. Yes, all of them are on bolts at the moment. No, it's red. I've sold out of red, but I've got a chili colour at the minute, which we'll come into. So then in this one, Alison, you can restrain yourself, that's fine. If you're in front of me, I can make you behave. My brain's gone now. Yellows and reds. Yellows, reds and oranges. So we've got gold, ginger, then we've got gold. We've got a bright yellow. We've got the saffron yellow, which is sort of starting to move into your sort of more orangey yellow, if you see what I mean. Then we've got tiger lily, chili, and then this last one is wine. So those are our 4 bundles. So the bundles aren't online at the moment, but I have photographed them this afternoon and I will be getting them on. But they are all available as individual fat quarters on there. So all the colours are available. There is one more colour that isn't included. Well, there's 2 more colours actually. There's black, which I didn't include. And there is also an ivory and a pearl. But I'm really low on the ivory and pearl, so they're not going to last very long at all. But like I say, these are brilliant blenders. They work so well with stuff. I use them in a lot of the pouches that I make as a sort of pop of colour when you open it up. They really do live up to their name of being the pop colours. So you've got your greens, your blues and greys, purples and pinks, and then your oranges and yellows. So that is that one. Like I said earlier, I am posting out, or you can organise a studio visit if you want to. I'm thinking about having a bit of a rearranging here as well, so if you do come, I'm likely to pick your brains about things, so sorry already. They are lovely, aren't they, Sarah? They're really, really nice and vibrant, those ones. So like I say, they'll work. As much as I love my bumbleberries, and we are going to come on to them for something else I want to tell you about now, I do like the pop because they are just that solid colour with nothing else going on. So I don't think I've told you about this yet on the lives. Obviously I have if you are at my quilt club or you've seen me at events. This is the new quilt along. So every year I do a bit of a quilt along. So last year we did this one, which was, these are the blocks that are still available that I told you about. So this was the one we did last year, which was Seasons of the Year. So for every month, so we started in January, and then for every month we did a different block. So we had for the summer solstice, we had the sun rays, so that was about cutting at a 45-degree angle. We did flying geese, we did a woven block in the summer, we did the ribbon block, which was for June with Wimbledon. Then we obviously moved into pumpkins and fireworks and the Christmas present. So all of these are available as blocks, and I will get round to quilting this up at some point. It's still just sitting as a quilt top at the minute. But the new one that's happening now is English Country Garden. So I have for a long time wanted to do a quilt that is just bumbleberries and only bumbleberries. So the idea and the theme behind this is it is giving you hints of an English country garden. So you've got your flowers popping through, and your blues and your greens, and then your cream and your neutrals here. So this is the colour palette, and these are the only colours that will feature in this quilt. And then it is a row quilt, which sounds like it should be really easy because you do a row at a time and then you make it up and attach your rows. But getting your sewing 1/4 inch is a lot harder than you would actually think it is. So this started in April, so it was released in April. So we've got April and May's here. I have got other bits in the making, but I'm being cheeky and I'm not showing you because it's a mystery as we go along. So month 1, part 1 was the garden path, and it's the checkerboard at the bottom. And then for May, we were starting to introduce, so a hint of flowers, which is your pink, and your garden fence. So we did rail fence blocks. So again, we are going to our traditional patchworking techniques, but at the end of it, we're going to have something lovely. We're going to have a fabulous quilt at the end of it. So these again are available as kits. So you don't have to buy everything all in one go. You can if you want, and then just buy the patterns. So if you want to do that, I will actually put on the option of buying all of the half-metre pieces. However, each month you get your pattern and your fabrics for it, and it goes through step by step, like all my patterns and kits do, step-by-step instructions with written instruction photographs telling you what to do to make it. So you've got part 1 and part 2 of that available at the minute. So part 1 is your garden fence, part 2 is your rail fence quilt, and then we'll build upon that. So next month's is sneaky peek, is climbing vines. So it's sort of as your ivy and things starts going through your garden. So we've got flying geese that are going to be used to represent that. So you are getting to practice techniques again, and do different things. So the kits are £10. You can buy the pattern on their own. Again, they are on the website. If you want to, and then you want to get involved and do it monthly, what happens is I will just, once you bought your first one, I'll just ask for your email address, and every month when it's released, if I don't see you at a regular class, I will just get in touch and let you know that the next bit's available. Here's the link for ordering it, and you can order it and we'll get it out to you. You can obviously then combine your postage with other things as you're buying them, and that can come out. Otherwise it's just your standard 48-hour tracked postage to pay for those. So that is the quilts that are going on. So this was, so if you don't come to the quilt club or you live a little bit further away, you can still get involved in what we're doing, which is lovely, just to sort of keep on track with what everyone's doing and what everyone's up to. So that is that. Now I'm going to come to my lovely bag of loveliness. So if you've been keeping an eye on my Facebook, you will know that King Cole are releasing their next Crochet Along. So I love a Crochet Along and I love a blanket, so I'm a happy girl. So this starts, so the kits were released on Wednesday. Can I bring you a part 2 on Saturday? Sarah, of course I can. Sorry, I have to write it down when I see it, otherwise I forget what's happening. And I'll bring, Sarah, you've already ordered this as well, so I'll bring one of these for you as well. So this is Say It With Flowers. So there are pictures out now, so you can see what the final blanket is like. And here it is. So it is Eleonora Tully of Coastal Crochet has done it, so it's Coastal Crochet one again. So if you did Festival Fever last year, she did that. She was also the designer behind Postcards of Praise. I think she did Flowers Through the Window as well with King Cole. So her blankets are lovely. It's released in 6 parts, and the first part will be released on the 19th of June. So the kits are 36. I'm only doing the big value double knit kits. They do give you a shopping list for Cotton Soft DK as well. I've decided not to stock the Cotton Soft kits just because the price of them is crazy. So the kit with the acrylics, and to be honest, I prefer my blankets in acrylic, so I'm just being selfish now. The price for the kit is 36. So I have got 12 at the minute to start with, so we'll see how long they last, and I will order more stock in if we need to. I am also going to be doing this at Craft and Master groups and keeping you updated on the live as well. I'm going to make one myself just because I love a blanket and I love a Crochet Along. So I will be keeping up with it, so we can have discussions about any issues that we're struggling with, or just see how we're all getting on, etc. I would also say it will take me more than 6 weeks. So as much as they release a part every week for 6 weeks, I will never keep up, but I will enjoy doing it. So I will keep you posted on what I'm doing. So if you want to get involved with that, we would love you to. There's more details on, if you go to the Facebook page, I've shared all the details that King Cole have shared about it, but the big news is you can order your kit now, and it starts on the 19th of June. So the only thing to mention is that 2 of the colours, Marshmallow and Duck Egg, King Cole are having a bit of a supply issue with. However, the Duck Egg is pretty much exactly the same as the Cloud colour that there is in the baby range, so we substitute Cloud for Duck Egg. And Marshmallow is very similar to the Petal and Pale Pink from, because it just needs to be this lighter pink colour. So I'm substituting Petal and Pale Pink from the baby range into those as well. So you will have substitutions for Marshmallow and Duck Egg, but it will all work and it will balance really well with it. So you will get everything you need in your kit. So a lot of us out there are having to do that just purely because King Cole haven't managed to get us enough yarn for the kits. So that is Say It With Flowers. So as ever, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to those of you who have asked for bits and pieces bringing. I will sort out with you doing that. If you are watching on a replay and you want anything, just drop me a message or pop a comment in to say you would like it. Everything can be posted out, £4.50 for your postage, 48-hour tracked. Everything is on the website, so if you are watching this on YouTube, I will put the link, a link in the comments on the YouTube channel for each of the sections so that you can just have a click through and look at that. I'll share them on the Facebook page as well over the next couple of days so that, again, you can look at everything and see what's going on. And thank you. We'll be back again for another live next Thursday. Yes, Alison, it does. Yeah, a metre of the panel covers everything. I think it's just over half a metre. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look. So, yeah, so you've got, you start with your, oh, yeah, my ceiling's in the way. You start with your pansies here, then you've got 3 rows, so it's 21 panels, because you can cut them to 5-inch squares if you wanted to. They're not marked on this one, like some of the other 5-inch panels are. And then your pansies start again here, so it's just over every half a metre. So a metre will get you, well, I will cut you 2 of it, because I will not chop through the flowers. So yeah, you will get 2 of the design in your metre piece. So that will sort that. I will be in touch, Alison, about arranging for you to visit the studio. If anybody else wants to arrange one, just drop me a message. I'm not open as a shop, but I do open by appointment. Not on Sundays, because I'd like to say I'm at church, but I'm absolutely not at church. I just don't do Sundays, spend some time with the family and bits and pieces like that. So yeah, that is everything. Thank you again for joining. We will be back next week for a live again, 6 till past. And yeah, those of you who are around Saturday, it'd be great to see you at the Craft and Natter Bolsover Library for Derbyshire Mates. Take care. Bye.